So we've been building wakeboards for almost 30 years now, and wakeboard boats haven't been too far behind. And you just kind of step back and you think about like what's happened in the boat era. You've had boats first came with poles, and then towers, and then ballast, V-drive. Next thing you know, you have a watch and you're adjusting the speed and the wake and all that with your watch. And I mean, realistically, from 89 or 90 till now, the wakes that we're riding are, I don't even know, 5 times the size of just, the pure mass is just enormous.
It's ridiculous. Like the size is incredible. It made everything so easy, but like the impacts are still quite heavy.
You know, the wakes over the last couple of years have just changed the game so much because they're just so massive, and it's kind of interesting to see how, you know, the evolution of one facet of what makes wakeboarding happen can affect the other side so much.
And then, you know, you kind of summarize the wakeboard world and the boards we were building then versus the boards that are made today as far as the composites. And, you know, can we honestly say we've had the same evolution? And no, like, I mean, there's obviously been a lot more technology put into the boat side of things.
With the RXT, we didn't want to put any limits on where we were coming from, the materials, the you know, the vision in general. So I think that was accomplished, and you know, put something pretty special out on the water.
Really fortunate, we're in the Seattle area, so we're right where one of the aerospace kind of meccas is, and we have a revolving door of people that come to Radar and pitch us some new composite, foam, whatever it is. And obviously in a lot of cases like, oh man, that'd be really fun to try, but price, and can't really do it. And then about 3 years ago, so 2015, we all just kind of sat around and just said, this is crazy. Like, let's just let the chips fall where they may. It doesn't matter. The price is what the price is. Let's just absolutely absorb everything that comes at our disposal and try everything.
It was like the endless board, you know, but it took about 2.5 years to do this. On RXT, there was no budget, there was no time frame. Usually we have a time frame of around 5 months to do this. This was like a dream come true. You know, Paul said, hey, you know, I don't care when you get this done, Jason. We just need to have the best materials, the best board in our line we've ever had.
For the last 3 years, we've just been a sponge to all of this stuff, and it's been such a fun process just to not police ourselves in any way and truly have the most cutting edge materials at our disposal that we're actually trying out. In the back of our minds, it was always like, well, if we ever do develop this board, Masi's our dude. He's defines Ronix in so many ways, and he just has a great grasp of the sport of wakeboarding.
So yeah, Masi came up here he probably made 2 to 3 trips in the winter time. So we develop everything in the winter time. And you know, his heart's into it, man. He just wants to get the suit on. He even got the planer out with me to plane some cores. You know, we sat here and talked about the side cut, the profile, everything.
My relationship with Jason is amazing. Like, just working with him is really cool because he has an idea and then he puts it, he makes it become reality, and then like when I get on it and I give him my feedback, like he changes exactly what I say, and he loves what he does and I love what he does.
We actually took us over 2 years to develop the materials that are inside this course. We go from aerospace to the local wood guy down here using his wood out of his wood shop.
The main part was the core. We usually do PVC or PU, and we just wanted something that was just not done yet.
You know, I go down to Florida 3, 4, 5 times a year with these guys. We go out on the boat, we get the Tylers, the Jakes, the Mike Ferraro, Paul, we all go out there and we actually sit there and go, okay, does it edge, how's the edging, how's the pop, all this stuff. From the second we took this new core material and they actually tried this, It was really cool to see the guys just have these smiles on their faces when they first got on it.
A lot of times the guys will say like, a board pops good, a board lands good, a board is fast, a board is slow, whatever. They were using different words like, I get higher. And you could actually see it. That's what we were seeing between like the 4 or 5 different prototypes. On the final version, they were going higher. We all looked at each other and go like, whoa, that's it, stop the boat. Talk to Mossy, talk to the boys and said, guys, what's going on out there?
It was crazy to see the pop. Jake goes to do a tantrum and he over rotates. It goes like 2 feet higher than he normally would.
I rode a lot of boards, but the RXT, when you land, it just carries the energy through the landing. When I started going quite big in Italy when I was little, I was riding behind this like diesel boat and like going to the flats, and just like I would land and I land so hard my whole body started shake and it was super heavy on the back. And that was what, 8 years ago, and now compared to the boat that I have now and this new board, the RXT, is just, it lands so much softer. Like literally the wake is 10 times the size, you know, and I'm still like charging the flats with like no problem.
It took us over 2 years to develop this thing. It is by far the best board we've ever done.
Everything about this is Ronix Extra technology.